Okay, this is part two of the video. So, in terms of we know in the first part we talk about customer feedback, why it is important to obtain a feedback from the customer, then, um, then which methods are used in collecting the feedback. So, after this feedback, you have collected it from the customer, then here we'll talk about um, what that feedback is done with. Okay, so these are the steps in analyzing the feedback that you got from the customers, whereby they express themselves, talk more on what they don't like about the business, all of those kind of things. So here they say once a business receives the feedback from its customers. So the moment a business receives the feedback from the customer, so it is very important for the business that information is collected in a proper and also analyzed. So it's important that information is collected and it will be analyzed, so that in order for the business to improve their services, because in order for anything to improve, you have to know the viewer of the people who are buying what you are selling. So that will assist on you'll be able to touch ups on things that will assist the business to improve on. So these are the following steps. Please make sure you understand the steps that after you receive the feedback, which steps are taken in order to analyze the feedback that you receive. So these are the following steps that needs to be taken in order for the effective analysis to take place. So in order for the analysis to take place, we have four steps. These are the first ones, and also these are the second ones as well, but they indicate the same thing. So the first thing is to capture. When you capture, it's like you record the information, capture the information, study data, meaning that the information that you got, you capture it, then you study it. What are the similar complaints that people are complaining about? Um, then bullet number two talks about is to analyze. It's where you will analyze the data, um, analyze what are we doing wrong, how can we improve on it, then identify the trends, then meaning that you identify the trends like problems that always okay, um, what are the trends on how we can improve, maybe we can put our business on Twitter, what is trending now, so you identify those trends. Then the third bullet will be determine the plan of action. So the plan of action, what are you doing? If these are the problems, what steps are we starting to implement in order to fix these? Plan of action on what are we going to do with these problems that we're having. Those plan of action, what are we going to do? We'll implement these. Maybe if um, the food is not right, we'll ask, we'll hire maybe another chefs qualified for. So you determine on step forward on what you are going to do in order to fix the issue. Then after that, the fourth one is to implement. Implementation is whereby you hire this person, you hire the new people, you work on what you said you wanted to implement. So it's to implement the plan of action, decided the intervention. So decided the intervention on how to improve the issue that you are having. So intervention is like a solution to the problem. You implement it now. You don't just talk, you implement it. So those are the steps on analyzing a feedback. So other one, if the person can put it the steps as well in the other format as well. Study the actual feedback that you receive from the customers. Identify the most common complaint. What is the issue that they always complain about that is similar? Everyone is talking about the same problem. Slowness in different feedbacks. So You identify the most common complaints that they always complain about. Then you decide the action plan on how are you going to improve what you are having, the problem you are having. Start the intervention process. So this is the steps in analyzing the feedback. The other ones, if you don't like the first one, you can select the second one as well. So this is what is said. So identify the common complaint. So here they explain when you identify the common complaint. So when you identify the common complaint, you analyze customer feedback. Important to look out for persisting complaint, like always the same complaint. It is the similar complaint all the time. So you look at that complaint, that problem, you fix it. For example, here they give us a example of a common complaint, how it occurs. So for example, a customer may continually complaining about having to wait too long at the travel agents. So in this case, there should be a follow-up action, because that is the problem that is always happening. So now the company needs to have a follow-up action are required to see if a customer was satisfied with the response, the complaint, and also the solution that he or she received to the problem that he shared. So a tourism company reputation may be harmed if does not have a complaint procedure. So it's important that whenever there is a complaint that is there, because the complaint, if it's not followed up, then it might harm a business reputation, because the moment there is a problem that is indicated and the problem is not being fixed, in the policy you indicate that you fix the problem, you look after customers, then that leads to a problem. So this is how the common complaint okay, and it must be looked after. So deciding a plan of action. So after the complaint is indicated, the slowness, you have to wait for long. So what is the plan of action? So a plan of action is like a next stage in the feedback analysis. It's a process. It is decide on plan of action if the analysis has revealed that the customers are dissatisfied. So if the analysis has indicated that the customers are dissatisfied, so in this case with your product or service that you are selling to them, so it is important to have a plan for how to improve. So it's important that for the business to have a plan on how to improve their service if customers are unsatisfied in what they're selling. So that's part of a business. A business must have that. So remember, you don't always have to take a negative approach. Say putting right their mistakes. It could mean that they identify what company does not does really well and focus on the even better. So when people express their unhappiness, it doesn't mean it's an attack to the business. So meaning that they indicate what you are doing wrong, and well, and on what you should be improving on and focusing on doing better. So you need as a business to take that into it's like a constructive criticism, a criticism that is more helpful to the business, because it will benefit the business. Where are you selling your products to the customers? So the people you are selling your product to have to be happy at the same time. So you can't just sell. If the people who are buying are unhappy, then it's important that you fix the product so that they can be satisfied with the money that they are putting for your product. Then we go to the start the intervention process. So intervention process is like a solution, as we said. So after deciding your plan of action, company, customers, and products need to modify it. So modify it like to improve, to be in a better standard, modified, and to improve the overall service delivered. So if they are saying the service was slower, now the service has to be improved and be better. So this may include staff training. If your staff is slow, now you train them the importance of being quick in the business, the importance of delays, not delays. So you try to improve on the aspects that they are indicated. So improvements to customer products, maybe the new technology. So those are the intervention. Implement some, put some technology that will assist. Maybe while they are waiting, then they have Wi-Fi's. They play some competitions. So you try and find a way in order to improve the problems that they are having. It is important that the company responds to customer complaints. So it's very important to make sure that you look after, the company has an eye on identifying these um, customer complaints, and they have solution for them quicker. I recommend as identified feedback process. For example, if a disabled guest complain that he or she find it difficult to use the hotel facilities, it may be necessary to install, for instance, ramps at the entrance and handrails in the what, on the shower. So here in this case, like, someone is disabled and they can be able to operate in a manner that they would love in your hotel that you're owning. So in this case, now you need to make sure that you have like services that they can use in your wheelchair, like ramps, install ramps, lift that they can use in the shower, like they can be able to do anything like a normal person does. So that's the intervention. That's what you have done after the complaint you put, you do. Then we go to page number page number 5, which is when the company provide a quality service, what will happen to the business. So a good service delivery, it leads to a lot of things. So this one is very important, guys, because it tells more on when service is good, what will happen to the business. So when the service is good, meaning that it's increase in sales, so there will be more sales, people will come and they like your service, so they come. And also meaning that increase in sales can caused by clients being loyal, then you receive loyal customers that always come and buy, so that works on your sales. And the moment they always come and buy, we call that the repeat visit. The repeat visit is to go to the same place, like loyal customers, repeat visit. And also that assists you in reducing the money that you were putting as a business in order to market your business. You will no longer market your business, you will take that money and put it somewhere else because your business will be known. So that reduce the marketing budget that you will be using for your business, like having someone who will market, the influencer on Twitter. No, the business will market itself now because it's well known for being good. So few customers complaints, meaning that there will be lesser customer complaints now because you deliver what the customers expect, you deliver what the customer likes in a way that they like them. And also that leads to the image of the company, of the business, to be in a better. So the image of the company will be better because no one is saying uh, something that is negative about the business. Everything is positive. So it motivates staff, meaning that the staff that is working in the business, they will be happy because um, they know everything that they are doing, they are done it in a way that the customer wants. There is no complaints, everyone is happy on what we are doing. Positive word of mouth, meaning that people who are going there all the time, they will recommend to go to other friends or family to go and visit the place that you are offering because the service is good for them. And also a repeat visit, as we indicated on the top one, some will always come here for to come. Competitive advantage, meaning that the same people you will have an advantage in terms of with the same people that are selling what you are selling. That leads to advantage because you provide quality that gives you the edge to them. competitive advantages is also called competitive edge. So it's an edge that you are having towards the businesses that are selling the same product that you are selling. So these are the results of a good service that it's being offered. Excellent customers, satisfied customers, customer loyalty, recommendation is positive coming from their mouth, increases profit, increases sales, new businesses, repeat visits. So it's like a replication of what we have said, but it's put on a bullet points. So please make sure at least you understand 4 of these points. You don't need to know more, just 4 points from here, then you will talk broader on them. So yeah, then here customer feedback. So these are them. Please make sure you understand all of them, these methods that are used to collect the feedback from customers: survey, questionnaire, feedback card, follow-up telephone calls like SMS. So here they just indicate advantages and disadvantages. So advantages: survey, it's more personal, detailed question, high response, meaning that people can respond. Disadvantages of survey, it's like you need to duplicate a lot of papers, so it's very expensive. Then questionnaire, personnel as well, people more likely to participate if they ask face to face. So questionnaire, you need to ask them face to face, like give them form, then they sign, they fill in. So that's the advantage of it, because you interact with the people. So disadvantages: response can hurry their answers. So in the disadvantages of questionnaires, like people will just write for the sake of writing, like they hurry on their answers. Very personal. So it's a question that's very personal, and some people will be less likely to tell the truth. So questionnaire, some people will hide in telling the truth. So feedback card, it's good to obtain customer service feedback, but disadvantages is that it's low response rate. Feedback card, some people don't even write, they don't respond. Follow-up calls, as we know, follow-up calls advantage is more faster, results in instant. So it's something that happened now, so it's quite cheaper than other methods. So follow-up calls is quite cheaper. People disadvantages: people do not need to prepare to stay on the telephone for long, meaning that some people just drop the phone, and so they won't stay for longer. That's a disadvantage. So they can even see how they feel in this short space of time. So SMS is fast, immediate. So you receive your details faster now. And low response rate. So in terms of SMS, the companies don't get their response in a faster way. So the last part of our topic, communication and customer care. So here in this part, they are showing us like the example of survey. This is a survey. These are the question. So like survey, it's quite shorter. You just tick. You don't need to write like open end question. So this is the feedback. This is like a questionnaire as well. This is a survey. So this is similar to a survey as well. Feedback, whereby you tick. So questionnaire, it's also similar to a survey as we had, but a questionnaire will have a lot of space whereby someone can be able to write a lot in a sentence form. They write in a sentence form. So this is a follow-up call. We know cell phones, whereby you call someone. Then this is the web base. We know web base. It's a website. We know it's a website, guys. We know it's a website. I can write with this. So your name, your email address, then you type, then you send it to the page of the what of the business. So these are the feedback, these are the survey, then we have a questionnaire. So thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video.